Hey guys, it's me. I'm here with a book review for the latest Mortal Instruments book, book 5, City of Lost Souls, and the series is by Cassandra Clare. This is the 5th book, and there's going to be 6 total in the series. Yeah, so I wanted to make a quick review. I literally finished last night, so I wanted to make a review while everything was still sort of fresh in my mind. Most of my reviews I make like 2 weeks after I've read the book, and I'm like, wait, what was it about? I forgot. So anyway, I'm going to be totally honest with you. This book took me forever to read. I think I got it in... as soon as it was released, because I pre-ordered it off of Amazon, so whenever it was released, like May. Yeah, I just finished, and it's July. It wasn't hard to read. I mean, it's the same thickness as all the other books. It was just, I think there are several reasons why it took me so long. The first being, nothing happened at the end of the 4th book, which I believe... I can't even remember the name of these books. I know the first one is City of Bones, and then City, I don't know. Anyway, book 4, the ending of book 4 didn't really make me excited for book 5. It just kind of ended, I remember. I mean, Lilith was destroyed, and then Simon, rescued or he was okay, and then Jace was taken by Sebastian. So it's I was interested to find out about that, but I don't know. I mean, I just wasn't as excited about this 5th book. I'm more excited about the 6th book. So I think that was the reason. I think another reason was once I did start reading, the perspectives change. Oh my gosh, I am totally open to having more than one character's point of view in a book. That's fine. Like Twilight or Breaking Dawn. Okay, 3 books, it's been Bella's perspective. Then in Breaking Dawn, it's Bella's perspective, and then it changes to Jacob's, and then it goes back to hers. Fine. Fine, even though I hated Jacob's chapter. Thought it was so boring, but that's a side issue. But, that's fine. This book, literally, I can't even tell you how many different characters' perspectives you get to see. Jordan, Maya, or Mia, I don't know, Simon, Isabel, Alec, Magnus, Clary, of course. I can't remember if Jace's perspective is in there. I don't think it is. I remember there was a little segment where it was Jocelyn's perspective, Clary's mom. I'm like, you've got to be, and the thing is, it's not, even if it were, I think it'd be hard with that many characters anyway, but, it would be doable if it were 2 or 3 chapters of Simon's perspective, then we're going to switch to somebody else. No, it's every chapter. 1 chapter is Simon, 1 chapter is Clary, 1 chapter is someone else, and I'm like, okay. Or even in the middle of the chapter it'll switch. It was too much. So that is another thing that kind of turned me off, and I put it down for a long time. I literally just put the book down and was like, I can't. And then the 3rd reason why it took me so long to get into it, I think really the main reason, is because book 6 doesn't come out until 2014, which is completely ridiculous, okay? Let me tell you why it's completely ridiculous. Other than the fact that that's way too long to find out what happens, because this book ends with a lot of loose ends, a lot of relationships that haven't fully developed that you want to know where they're going to go. Stuff happens with Clary and Jace, and then everything's okay, but it's just okay at the end. You know what I mean? The whole book they've had this tumultuous, horrible thing happen between them. And then, okay, they're better at the end, and then it's the end. Okay, so I want to see where that goes. I'm so completely frustrated with, I don't know if it's Cassandra Clare, the author, or if it's the publishing company. I don't know. Whose idea was it to make it 2014? Really? And then, are people going to be even interested by then? I don't know. I mean, maybe if they time that movie, because the movie, they're casting the movie right now. because I stalk it on IMDb. Because, and I've started this video out wrong, but don't mistake this as me like complaining, because this is one of my favorite series. I love this series. I like this series so much better than I liked The Hunger Games. It's great. Everybody's buying into The Hunger Games now, and fine. I'll go see it. I read the books 2 or 3 years ago. Great. That's fine. I love this so much more. So much more. I love this series. So don't mistake it for that. I'm not like saying, don't read this series anymore. This is the worst book ever. I just think there's a lot more wrong with this book than there were the other 4, and I don't understand what happened or why she took that turn. But, yeah, like if they time the movie correctly and it comes out sometime between, you know, this year and 2014, then yes, maybe, you know, obviously when movies come out, a whole new batch of people start reading the books to be cool or whatever. I mean, I can't say anything because I did that with Twilight, but now I know better and I read all the books ahead of time. But, you know, then yes, that'll increase the fan base and people will regain interest and be looking forward to the next book to come out. But if they don't time that movie right, people are going to be like, why should I have a friend that I cannot talk into reading it because the last book doesn't come out until 2014 and she refuses to read anything that's not completely out, like it's not finished, you know what I mean? So, and get like invested and then have to wait. But I don't get it. I don't remember Breaking Dawn, like having to wait that long for Breaking Dawn to come out. And I don't remember having to wait that long for Mockingjay. But I can't remember. Maybe we did. I don't know. Like I said, Twilight was my first book to movie series that I really got into. So when I got into it, all of them were out. Well, Breaking Dawn had just come out. So I don't remember it. Like I couldn't tell you between Eclipse and Breaking Dawn how long it was. Because I got all the books at once. And then the same thing with Hunger Games. I mean, it was way before the movies came out. It was like I said, like 2 years ago. But I remember at least the first 2 were out, and I can't remember how long I waited to get Mockingjay. Which, Mockingjay, I'm sorry if you're reading the series, worst book out of the 3. Terrible book. I wouldn't even waste my time on it. Just get the synopsis from Wikipedia. No, so that's probably why I don't remember when it came out, because it was terrible. But anyway, like, I don't get why she's waiting that long. I don't get it. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know why authors do that. It seems like the minute the series gets popular, then they have this, like, power to like withhold, you know, from the fans, and it's like, no, come on, we need to know what happens. So yeah, anyway, basically a shortened version of what happens in this book, if I can tell you, because all the different character perspectives that change. Okay, so Sebastian is, you know, when the series started, Clary and Jace thought that they were brother and sister. Then it turns out they weren't brother and sister, but she did actually have a brother who turned, oh gosh, how do I even explain this without going into too much detail for people that don't want to be spoiled? So she has a brother, I'll say that, and he's evil. I guess that's an easy way to explain it. And he poses as someone named Sebastian Verlac. And so from then on, we just call him Sebastian. His real name is Jonathan Morgenstern, but that's Jace's real name too. Like I said, this is going to be way too complicated to explain. So anyway, okay, Jace and Clary are not brother and sister, but Clary and Sebastian are brother and sister. Okay, at the end of book 4, yes, book 4, Lilith, who is like the mother of all demons, decides to raise Sebastian from the dead, because at the end of book 3, Jace had killed Sebastian. Well, Lilith, the demon lady, raises Sebastian because it turns out Valentine, Clary's biological father, used her demon blood to make, this sounds ridiculous, to make Sebastian. Okay, So she considers Sebastian like her son. So she raises him, and she needs Jace to help raise him because he's his other half. And anyway, so at the end of book, why am I mixing these up? At the end of book 4, Sebastian is raised. They had killed Lilith, so they assumed they killed Sebastian, but of course they didn't, because then where would the series go? So he's alive, and he puts a sort of like a spell over Jace and kidnaps Jace, and then they can't find Jace. So this book opens with Clary and Alec and Isabel searching desperately to try and figure out where Jace is. A lot of, I can't even, like I said, this would be a 4-hour video if I went into all the details of the book. But a lot of situations occur, but it's never, it's weird because it's never as a whole. It's like Alec has drama, Isabel has drama, Simon has drama, Clary has drama, and it's all disconnected. Like they all have their own drama. So, I mean, it's good. And the thing that I did like about this book was the development of different relationships, because book 4 was kind of wearing me out with Clary and Jace saying, oh no, I'm no good for you. Oh no, I'm not good for you. Oh no, but I raised you from the dead. Oh no, but we're meant to be together. Okay, we got it. We got it. Okay. So I was getting a little bit tired of that. And I was relieved to see other couples in this book, like Jordan and Maya finally get together. Spoiler alert, which I think everybody that's read this series knew that was going to happen. And Isabella, she wants to say hi. Yeah, and then Simon and Isabel, their relationship kind of develops a little bit more. And then, of course, Clary and Jace, they end up finding Jace and Sebastian, and he's totally, like, brainwashed by Sebastian. It's horrible. And Clary gets to stay with him for a little while, and then drama ensues. But yeah, I mean, overall it was good. I feel like this book is really just setting up for the last one. I feel like nothing overall monumental happened in this book until the end. It did pick up in the end, and they were all back together, and they were all working towards this common goal of trying to separate Jace and Sebastian, because it turns out they're linked. And if you hurt one, then you hurt the other. So they couldn't kill Sebastian without killing Jace. And anyway, so I mean, at the end, then yes, it picks up because it has this great like common goal, and it's good. But yeah, I do feel like this book is kind of a filler. And if I remember right, I think that Cassandra Clare was just going to make this a trilogy with 3 books. So I don't know. I don't know if that's why this one's different. But that didn't make sense either, because I feel like book 4 fit nicely into the other 3, with the other 3. Whereas this one, I just don't get it. It's totally different. And maybe I'm off base. If you've read these books, please leave a comment, because, you know, this is just my interpretation of the story. But overall, it was good. Like I said, it's hard to get into, but keep with it, because like I said, I think this is going to become... Like, I think this story and this backstory is gonna come into play in book 5 or book 6, obviously, and be important then. But I just feel like this was kind of a filler book. And like I said, the movie is in the works. It's not in production, but they're still casting. They just cast Simon, and I don't know the actor, but I mean, he looks like a Simon. I don't know. That's all I care about. And then Jace is still Jamie Campbell Bower. I think they've cast Isabel, which, if I remember looking at the picture right, she's going to be good too. It's all on IMDb. You'll have to go look. Clary is still Lily Collins, which I like that. And I want to say they've cast Alec too, but I can't remember. So I'm just like, Jamie Campbell Bower will be fine. I don't want to pass judgment, because maybe he'll be great. But I'm just bummed it's not Alex Pettyfer. Especially after seeing Magic Mike. Ooh. Yeah, I haven't saw that movie. I really want it to be him, because look, seriously. Can you see this cover? Is that not Alex Pettyfer? That's exactly who I picture. I mean, he's described exactly like Alex Pettyfer in all his perfect glory. Like, that is Alex. Seriously. But I don't know why he can't do this movie. Whatever. yeah, so anyway, sorry for rambling and probably not making any sense. Leave comments below if you agree, or if maybe I misinterpreted something. Please correct me. I am totally open to correction. So anyway, I hope you are enjoying your summer. You're staying cool, and go check this book out. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.